Hello you groovy guitarists. Welcome to my video for how to play a coffin dance. You're going to really like this. We may have done it in the lessons. And this video is just to help you learn and understand and practice the tune. It's very rhythmic, so we're going to start with some rhythms. I've got a little rhythm card here, and it has got just 4 notes on it. So I would count 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's pretty easy. It doesn't get much easier than that. Everyone can just do this rhythm without really having to think or know anything about music. And you should be able to clap 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of doing numbers, we can just say sounds that suit the rhythm. So this is all the same, so it will be ta, 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 ta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ta. Now, if you are musical, you're already clapping along. If you're not clapping along, get ready to do some clapping. Now, in coffin dance, there's lots of rhythms. We have, the first rhythm we have to do has got 2 notes on the second beat. So we have to add a note to the second beat. And this one is going to be, in numbers, it is 1, 2, and 3, 4. That's how we count that. But when we clap it or say the rhythm, we can just go ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. So practice that a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. I hope that you are clapping along. Next step is to just hit your guitar in time with that rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. Good. Next step is to play that rhythm with a pick or with your finger, depending on what technique you want to use. So with a pick, I can try and do all downs, and then I might try to mix up my pick direction to make it easier and better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 down. Now, a better way to do it is to go down, up when you have the titi. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, down. That is going to sound good, and it's going to make it easier to play fast, and it's going to sound more stylish. 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, down. So I'm doing that on string 6, but I can do it on any string. Let's try it on string 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, down. Now, if you are not using a pick, you might be using your fingers. That's a good way to do it. Index, index, middle, index, middle. Or you might like to just play the rhythm with your thumb. Sound pretty cool. Next rhythm. On the 4th beat, we are going to add another note. Now our new rhythm is 1, 2, and 3, 4, and we can say 2, 3, 4. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti. So you just have to practice that and understand that it's written like that, and that's how you do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti. You need to practice it a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti. Now with plectrum, you would go 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, down, up. You change direction when you have an extra note in your beat, so that it's easier to play and also it sounds good. Now, another rhythm for coffin dance is where we add a note onto the third beat. Now we have more notes. Altogether we've got 7 notes, and things are looking a little bit messy, so what we normally do is we normally group these together. And it makes, just doing that actually makes it much easier to read. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Or we would clap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ti, 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 ti. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ti, 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 ti. 1, 2. With your pick. Ta, ti, 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 ti. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ti, 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 ti. Now, if you're finding it a bit hard to do that with your pick, don't worry. Just come back to the rhythm and just maybe tap the rhythm on your guitar. 2, 3, 4. Down, tap, 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 tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ti, 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 ti. You might find that it's a lot easier to do all downstrokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 down. I think pretty much everyone finds that easier because you don't have to worry about changing direction. But changing direction sounds good on the guitar, so you should practice it. I'm going to do this one a couple of times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Or maybe on string 1. 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So that is almost all of the rhythms. The last rhythm, you guessed it, has got another note, this time on beat 1. And again, we're going to connect that to that. So now we just have 2 groups of 4. 8 notes. So now this bar is full of what we call 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. T, 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 T. 1, 2, 3, 4. T, 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 T. 1, 2, 3, 4. T, 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 T. That was all downs. And now alternate. Try it on string 1. That's a really good way to play with the index middle. So you need to practice all of those rhythms and be able to do all of that really well before you play the tune. Now, I've got a note chart here. This is going to help me find the notes on the guitar. Now, what notes do I need? My lowest note most of the time is just going to be A, and my highest note's E. So that's not that many notes. A is written in the second space, and E is written in the top space. And hopefully you know that the 5 lines are E, G, B, D, F. Every good boy deserves fruit, and the 4 spaces are F, A, C, E. Hopefully that you know that already, or you can remember that. Because when you go on to finding notes on the guitar, it can get pretty confusing. We've got this map here to help us find the notes that we need. So if our lowest note is an A, this A, and our highest note is going to be this E. So the E is on string 1 open, and this A is on the 3rd string, fret 2. So before you play a Coffin dance, you just have to have a little run through these notes. A on fret 2, that's the G string, the 3rd string, 1, 2, 3, and A, fret 2. Open B, C, D on the 3rd fret, and E, open. So just go from low to high. A, B, C, D, E. Do that about 3 times. A, B, hopefully you're playing that on the guitar by now. Maybe pause the video just so that you can do that smoothly, and then try coming down. E, D, C, B, A. E, D, C, B, A. Now we're ready to play Coffin Dance. The notes. A, E, D, C. That's the first bar. Look at the bar and just memorize it. A, E, D, C. You should be able to sing that without looking at it. A, E, D, C. Close your eyes if you need to, and then play it on guitar. 1, 2, just practice it 3 times. Or just slower. But try to preserve the rhythm. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. Okay, next bar. B, 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 D, C, B. B, 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 D, C, B. That's kind of easy. It's all on string 2. The B, C, D, string 2 notes. So you've done that a few times. Then you just go for just connect the whole thing. Count it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm playing with index middle there because I like to do that, but I could have been playing with my pick. I'm going to do all downstrokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this time I'm going to do the alternate stroke where I have the 8th note. See if you can hear the difference. 2, 3, 4. It has more flow, it has more bounce when you do down up on a quaver or an 8th notes combo. Next part. Now here, these 2 bars, they're just identical. A, C, B, C, B, C. Try just to, it's lots of A's, B's and C's, but you have to try to memorize that progression of notes even before you play it on guitar. So just read it. A, C, B, C, B, C. Try and do it with your eyes closed. A, C, B, C, B, C. And then play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you try and do the whole thing, this 4-bar section, because this section is going to be the main part of the song that repeats. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, E, D, C, B, B, D, D, C, B, A, C, B, C, B, C, A, C, B, C, B, C, B. Go on and on. It's such a fun tune to play. It's really rhythmic. When I got down to here, I just ended up doing all downstrokes because doing all downstrokes is the best way to build the energy. And at that point, we're going to build. Now I've got the keyboard all prepped up for a little bit of practice with some other sounds. Now I could probably should start with the metronome. Now what's my tempo? Let's do 80. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stop that there. If that felt too fast for you, then you really just need to slow it down to a nice comfortable speed so you can keep that rhythm going but still be able to fit it all in. This is 60. 3, 4. That is tempo 60. That should make it pretty easy for you to play the eighth notes, but you will have to really wait for each quarter note beat to fall before you move on to the next beat. Now, I'm just going to play the whole song with the backing, but before I do that, I'll quickly talk about this part down here, which is some bass notes. Now, this is really easy for anyone, even people who haven't been playing for long. You can play the F, the G, and the A. So bass notes are low notes. F is the lowest F is on string 6, fret 1. The lowest G is on string 6, the 3rd fret. That's G, that's F, and the A is here. And it's actually the easiest way to play A is actually on the 5th fret. So you can go 1st fret, F, 3rd fret, G, and 5th fret, A. 2 Fs, 2 Gs, 4 As. Now people who want a bit of a challenge, they're going to be doing some chords. Now we're going to do bar chords. Now mini bar is just 2 strings on the F, 2 strings on the G, the A, that's fret 5, position 5. Position 1, F. Position 3 is G. Position 5 is A. So you have to press it down and the finger has to be flat. And if you want a special challenge, you're just going to combine the bass and that. Here I'm putting that finger on top of that one just to make it easier to keep it flat. So that's a good trick. And if you're finding that's pretty easy, then just play the bar chords. There's a minor there. Okay guys, we're going to do it with our backing. Now what's a good tempo? I reckon that you should aim for maybe 115. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat. This time, hold it. And bass. G, G, A, A, we could go on, we could play it all night. It's such a fun tune. Hopefully it makes sense and you have learnt something about the rhythm. And if it doesn't make any sense, let me know. Happy to explain it more. Good luck guys.